Hey, welcome everybody. Brian here from T-Sportline. Today I'm going to talk to you about edge rolling PPF on the Cybertruck. If you're not going to be edge rolling your PPF, go ahead and skip this video. But if you did get our DIY kit and you elected to get the edge rolling option, you're in the right place. Basics are going to be very similar to what we've done on our regular full series of videos for installing PPF. Prepping the vehicle is very important, and now that we're rolling the edges, washing and cleaning the backside of every panel where the edges will roll over is extremely important. So make sure before you start your project that you wash and scrub the back edge of every panel. Okay, then you're going to follow the regular installation process for PPF with one exception. On the edge rolling PPF, you're going to see that we have the film designed to extend over the edge of every panel where we can wrap it. And where you have film that's going to be rolled over the edge, you'll see these alignment slits. And the slits are cut in here because as you fold the film, if we didn't have a slot or a slit cut into the film, you would have a wrinkle or a bubble in the film as you tried to roll it. So every one of these slits corresponds to an angle or a section where we had to cut the film so you can roll it nicely on the back edge. So during the installation process of putting film on the truck, the only thing that's different on the edge rolling kit is you have to get the panel aligned perfectly. The film panel needs to be aligned so that everywhere we have one of these rollover edges, the slits are matched up to the edges, meaning you want to center the panel on the door so that this slit extends over the edge. You don't want the slit on the surface of the door where you can see it. It takes time to move the panel back and forth and get those slits aligned all the way around the door. Now this is a process, whatever panel you're on, you want to take a lot of time, get that panel lined up before you start squeegeeing. What I like to do is get all of my slits lined up, and then I look at the corners and make sure the corners are where I want them to be. Now, I can start in one corner when the panel is completely on the truck and squeegee out that corner to hold that in place. And then I go to the next corner, squeegee it, the next corner, squeegee it, and the final corner. When I do that, I may realize that the panel is a little bit short on the corner, and you can pull it a little bit, just a slight stretch, hold it in place exactly where you want it, and then squeegee that corner. Now you're back to squeegeeing out the panel just like we show in those videos. After we've applied the film, now we're going to spray down all the edges with the alcohol solution to wash away the soapy solution. Okay, once the film is on the truck, let's go ahead and get into how we actually roll the film. I'm going to have you come in close and show you those details. The truck's been sitting overnight to allow it to dry. We finished putting on the film yesterday on the whole truck, and then we let it dry overnight, and now we're back in here and we're ready to roll the edges. You can take a look and see how we have the right amount of film showing that's going to roll over the edges. The next step is we're going to take our 3M primer and our foam brush. We're going to dip it in the primer and we're just going to run it down the surface one time. I'm going to work panel by panel, so I'm going to go ahead and foam the whole surrounding around the perimeter of the door, let that dry for a minute, and then come back and work on edge rolling this door, and then we'll repeat the process around the truck. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to dip this in here and wipe down the primer. It doesn't take a lot of primer. You really don't have to soak this down. You're just wiping this on here. And I'm going to cover basically the edge of the door and about a ½ inch over the door. The primer on the back side is dry. The next step is we're going to take the heat gun, we're going to warm up the film, and then we're going to roll it over the edge. Now, you could use your finger, your thumb, you can use the squeegee. We provide a felt squeegee. This is not going to be the yellow squeegee now. And we're going to just go over and roll this as tight as we can. So let's go ahead and warm it up, and we'll start up here and start rolling this over. So the film is just getting softened up with the heat, and it's going to let me get that edge nice and tight right there. And then we're going to work our way over the edge just like this. And I'm going to continue down. It's important to get it really tight. These are square edges on the Cybertruck, so I like to get it as tight as possible on that sharp edge. And this area is a little too wide for us to use the squeegee, so my finger is going to work fine. I'm going to slowly just work that over. Just be careful if you're sliding your thumb up or down that you're not sliding the film with it. So you want to get it fully folded over before you get to sliding your thumb over the film. Okay, and that's it, guys. We're going to continue and work our way down the door, but you can have a look up close in here and see. I'm just going to continue going here a little bit, and I can even use the squeegee edge and make sure that we are tight against the back side of the door. Same process around the perimeter of every panel. Take your time, go back and double check it. Once we're done, we're gonna put the truck in the sunlight, and then I'm gonna go back around and audit and check every edge. Sometimes they may come a little loose. Take you a couple times. You can warm it back up, add a little more heat, and make sure these things stick. And then after it's sat in the sun for a little bit, you're good to go. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.